Cyrus's other crime stories include kidnapping, threats and blackmail, conspiracy, murder, and more in General Hospital. The police have arrested him. Hello General Hospital's lovely fans. Are you ready to see this shocking episode? Let's start today's video. Before that, subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you more new episodes. Cyrus Renaud first came to General Hospital quietly. Although he acted calm, educated and gentlemanly on the outside, he was a ruthless criminal on the inside. He took control of the drug cartel and started spreading drugs in the city. Starting from inside the hospital to ordinary streets, his drug influence began to grow everywhere. His first conspiracy was to weaken the city by making the youth addicted. Spreading the murder network. Cyrus was not limited to drugs. Whoever stood in his way, he planned to kill them. He hired multiple hired killers to cause bloody incidents in the city. There were several secret attempts to kill Jason Morgan. He also wanted to eliminate Sonny Corinthos, so that the entire underworld came under his control. Conspiracy to take over General Hospital. One of Cyrus' biggest conspiracies was the takeover of General Hospital. He entered the hospital's board and gradually began to take control. His aim was to turn the hospital into a base for his illegal business. Supplying drugs in the name of medicine, intimidating doctors, using patients, all were part of his plan. Kidnapping, threats and blackmail. Cyrus knew that it was difficult to defeat Sonny or Jason directly, so he targeted their loved ones. He tried to break them mentally through kidnapping and threats on several occasions. Laura Collins' family, Carly, and even small children were on his threat list. Cyrus' blackmail tactics were so terrifying that many did not dare to speak out against him. Corruption in the law and police. Cyrus Renaud spread corruption in the police and law to maintain his empire. He brought many officers under his control by paying them money or threatening them with death. As a result, it became almost impossible to file a case against him or present evidence. His influence extended to the courts. Betrayal of family relationships. Cyrus's greatest cruelty was betrayal of his family. Laura Collins, his half-sister, had used him more than once, threatened him, and mentally tortured him. Blood ties had no value to him. His own interests were the greatest reign of terror in the city. Cyrus Renaud eventually plunged the entire General Hospital into a terrible panic. Explosions, murders, kidnappings or riots, all of which could happen at any time. Ordinary people were afraid to go out on the streets after dark. His fight with Sonny and Jason made the city bloody. He created an invisible terror in the minds of the townspeople, as if the shadow of death was always hovering. Thus, episode after episode, Cyrus Renaud is seen not only as a criminal, but also as a mastermind conspirator who created the darkest chapter in the history of General Hospital. The fall of Cyrus Renaud in General Hospital. The city of General Hospital had long been imprisoned in a nightmare. Cyrus Renaud's name was hidden at every corner, in every shadow. Drug dealing, murder, blackmail, hospital takeover. No crime escaped his grasp. The people of the city trembled with fear. Sonny Corinthos and Jason Morgan fought against him day and night, but still Cyrus's terrible rule did not stop. Finally, a mountain of evidence came to the police. One after another, murders, information from drug cartels, confessions from hired killers, all pointed to Cyrus. Conspiracies within the hospital, evidence of patients being put in danger, even threats to families. Everything came together. The police could no longer remain silent. In the darkness of one night, the General Hospital Police Department launched a major operation. Sirens began to sound all around the city. The special team entered the General Hospital because the secret information came. Cyrus was hiding there, taking protection in the name of treatment. The police surrounded the area in panic among the doctors and nurses. Cyrus never wanted to give up. He created a barrier in the way of the police with his people. The sound of gunfire spread through the hospital corridors. The terrified patients started screaming. But the police were also ready. Gradually, his bodyguards were arrested one by one. Finally, Cyrus himself was surrounded. With a cold smile on his face, he said. You think you can stop me so easily? But this time there was no escaping. The officers threw him to the ground and handcuffed him. The camera flashed. The media started live broadcasting. Cyrus Renaud, the most notorious criminal in General Hospital, finally arrested. Sonny and Jason stood at the hospital and watched the scene. A glimmer of relief flashed in both of their eyes. They knew that this fight had been going on for a long time, but Cyrus had finally been caught by justice. A few weeks later, Cyrus was brought to court. One by one, his list of crimes was read out to the judge. Drug dealing, conspiracy to murder, kidnapping, hospital corruption. Hard evidence was presented behind each charge. Cyrus could no longer escape. His pride was shattered. On the day of the verdict, the people of the city crowded outside the courthouse. Everyone was waiting for the same decision. Cyrus Renaud would go to prison for life. When the verdict was announced, there was joy on the faces of the people. Sonny, Jason, Laura. Everyone looked at each other and felt that the town would finally have a taste of peace. Thus, Cyrus Renaud, the most notorious criminal in the history of General Hospital, fell through police arrest. The fear and darkness he had created were broken, and a new dawn broke in General Hospital. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our General Hospital Update news channel and